Um, Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be making a layered cake topper. But first, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Caitlin. I'm a creative junkie. I upload art and craft videos and I also do design related content. So if that's something that interests you, please do consider subscribing to my channel. I am trying to hit my 100 subscriber goal count here on YouTube, so I'd really appreciate it if you did that. To my new subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for your support. With all of that being said, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is design my cake topper. So this part, at least for me, is really important because this is going to heavily depend on whether your cake topper is stable or not. It's very easy sometimes to forget to weld things together, and if you don't do that, you could waste material, and material is expensive. So when you are designing your cake topper, pay special attention to it. Just make sure everything is good to go. I'm not going to go into too much detail in this video on the design. I have gone into a lot of detail in my cupcake topper tutorial, so I'll link that up in the cards if you want to go check that out. And I'll also link it in the description of the video. And in that video, I kind of go into more detail. So I'm not going to do that in this video. So all I've done is just brought in my TikTok logo because I am making a TikTok cake topper. And then I'm going to give that an offset. I'm also going to type out the name of, the cake topper, whoever the cake topper is for. This is obviously going to differ depending on your cake topper and your design. So I'm going to give I'm going to type out the name, sorry. I'm going to type out the name and the age or the number, and I'm going to give all of those elements an offset, and then I'm going to weld the offset together, and that's going to be the base of my cake topper. By the way, I have set up my media size to an A4. I buy glitter cardstock in A4. By the way, I'm also making this cake topper out of glitter cardstock, but you can use whatever you want to. You can use cardstock, plain cardstock. I've seen a lot of beautiful cake toppers just using plain cardstock, so you don't have to use glitter cardstock. Okay, so let's get started on the base of my cake topper. Okay, so I have my offset pieces ready to go. So I'm going to weld all the offset pieces together, and that is going to form the base of my cake topper. I have kept the not offset pieces. The pieces that I did not offset, I've just kept it to the side because that's going to go on the very top of my cake topper. So I just want to keep that one side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and weld this together, and then we'll move on to the next steps. Okay, so all of that is welded together. I am going to fill it with black just to make this a little bit easier for myself. And I'm going to set that off to the side. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the layers of my cake topper. And I want it to look as close to the TikTok logo as possible. So I'm trying to think how to explain this the best way. So there's going to be 3 layers on top of my base, and that's going to be the TikTok logos. And then there'll be a 4th layer, which will be the name that I'm going to cut out in gold cardstock. So, and then also the number 9, I'm going to cut out in gold in gold cardstock. So I'm going to give an offset to only the name for the third layer of the TikTok logo, if that makes sense. And I've given a 2.50 millimeter offset to my elements. Okay, and then I forgot to mention I need to duplicate the TikTok logo 3 times because I'm going to be creating 3 different layers. So the first layer is going to be blue or pink. I'm not too sure which one is first. I don't think it really matters. And then the second one is going to be blue or pink. And the third TikTok logo, that third layer is going to be black, and it's going to have the offset name welded onto it, if that makes sense. I am going to give you a visual representation of what I'm talking about because I know that maybe I didn't explain this too well. So yeah, let's get started with that, and then we'll be ready to assemble our cake topper. So I forgot to mention that I'm going to use the offset that I initially did in the beginning to align my second top layer up with the bottom layer. So that's pretty important. I forgot about that. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that quickly. Okay, so I think all of my elements are good to go almost, but I kind of wanted to give you a visual representation of how this would look within Silhouette Studio. So first of all, you can see that I haven't given this little TikTok logo here an offset. I've only given the name an offset, and it will make sense once I start to assemble the cake topper. Okay, so I'm going to start with the base over here, which I am going to cut out of black cardstock. And then I'm going to fill this with red, pink. I'm not sure which one comes first, to be honest with you. I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to be creative. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here, and this will be cut out of pink cardstock. This will be cut out of blue, and obviously this will be moved off to the side just a tad bit. And then this is going to be cut out of black cardstock. Let's just bring this to the front. That's going to be cut out of black. Okay. I promise you it will look better when I assemble it. And this is going to be cut out of gold cardstock. And basically this is how I want it to look. Okay, it will look better when we cut it out and when we assemble it, but this is just a rough representation of how it will look. Okay, so I think we're ready with all of our elements. Let's go ahead and cut this out on our Cameo. But first, I'm going to go over the cut settings that I use for glitter cardstock. So I use the default glitter cardstock setting, which can be found in the material drop-down menu. Okay, cardstock glitter. And I do use, okay, my Cameo is not switched on. 1 second. Okay, so these are the default settings for glitter cardstock. The only thing that I will change is the passes. So if I'm working with very thick glitter cardstock, I'll change the passes to about 3 or 4. But in today's video, I am actually not working with extremely thick cardstock. Actually, I lie. I am. So the name and the number, I'm going to be using a bit of a thicker cardstock. That is the glitter cardstock that I got from P&A. Then the others that I'm using, I got from Country Crafts. Absolute bargain. Freaking 10 sheets of glitter cardstock for 30 Rand. It's really, really not bad. So I bought that cardstock, and it does look a bit thinner. It is 250 GSM, but it just feels thinner than P&A's glitter cardstock. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this out on our Cameo, and assemble our cake topper. I'm so excited. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, like I just had to show you guys how pretty is that cardstock. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Look at the black shine. Oh my gosh, guys, it's even better in person. It's so pretty. I just thought I had to show you that. Okay, let's get to assembling this bad boy.
Okay, so I've gone ahead and cut this out on my machine, and I'll be using some foam tape to glue all the pieces together. I did run out of foam tape towards the end, so I just used my hot glue gun to glue the name on. If you're using a hot glue gun, just be careful and try to do this as neatly as possible because the glue can get everywhere and ruin your topper. So over here, I just took my Cricut tool and my craft knife just to clean up the edges where the hot glue seeped out. This was a little bit annoying. I kind of just put the glue everywhere. I didn't really think about it. So that's why I said just kind of do this neatly when you're doing it, especially if you're going to be selling them. But for the video, I didn't think it was too much of a big deal. It still looked really nice to me, so I just kind of quickly cleaned up the edges using my craft knife. So I bought a party stick at Party City. This is to put at the back of the cake topper to act as the stand, if I can call it that. And these are really inexpensive. So that is it for this video. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun. What do you think of it? I'm trying to just get it into the frame. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I absolutely had so much fun creating this. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you do have any questions, do let me know in the comment section down below. I will try and answer to the best of my ability. I'm not a professional designer, so please bear with me. But if you have any questions, do let me know. Please do subscribe to my channel. I am so excited for what I have planned for the channel, and I will be releasing another video hopefully this weekend. I'm so excited for that. So I'll see you guys in the next craft video. Have a good rest of your week and have a good weekend as well. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.